And speaking of painful austerity, the New York Times touted Latvia as an austerity success story on January 1st, reporting, quote, "In just 4 years, the country has gone from the European Union's worst economic disaster zone to a model of what the International Monetary Fund hails as the healing properties of deep budget cuts. Its budget deficit is down sharply and exports are soaring," close quote. How good are things now? At 5%, Latvia has the highest growth rate in Europe, says the Times. Severe collapses are usually followed by bounces in growth. The Times doesn't mention that. But deeper in the piece, it acknowledges that, nearly a third of Latvia's population are still severely materially deprived, and that more than 5% have emigrated due to the economy. Writing for Naked Capitalism, economists Jeffrey Summers and Michael Hudson reject the Times account. They say Western journalists are victims of PR, quote, "a Potemkin village of austerity progress built by neoliberal lobbyists for visiting journalists and policymakers," close quote. They say austerity advocates define success as, quote, "slashing wage levels and leaving the tax burden primarily on labor, without spurring a revolution or even Greek-style general strikes. The success is one of psyops and of engineering of consent, Edward Bernays style, rather than of successful economic policy," close quote. Summers and Hudson point out that Latvia's real growth is based on odious sources, such as what they call oligarch hot money and money laundering, as well as the clear-cutting of Latvia's forests for export. This is all quite different from the Times telling, but as Summers and Hudson explain, the austerity model, quote, "appeals to certain smug middle-class prejudices and stereotypes in countries whose populations have not had to suffer economic experiments in neoliberal horror," close quote.